Day 20.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing some Christmas baking. You can consider it last minute Christmas baking or just Christmas baking. I learned last year that I needed to wait a little bit longer in the time frame of Christmas to bake the cookies so that they could have a longer shelf life. So that's what we're doing in this video today. I do have a baking list that is sort of a rolling list. I'm going to be kind of repeating the same regimen that I did last year, and so I'm just kind of starting my baking journey on this channel for the holiday season in the same manner that I did it last year. The only thing is I'm tweaking it, and I'm doing a couple of different types of cookies in case you're interested. So what we're tweaking is we are not making sugar cookies today because I bought sugar cookies, and I didn't really have a lot of success making sugar cookies last year anyway. I need to start making them more often though, so we may make some of those for Easter or something just to kind of get the hang of getting a better quality cookie. But we bought a platter at Target specifically because, you know, a lot of the cookies that come out at Christmas time, a lot of people like wait for them and they're already pre-made and the whole thing. So I decided not to make sugar cookies this year. I went ahead and decided to make kind of the repeated regimen of last year in addition to one other type of cookie. So what you're seeing is basically my mixing bowls. I got a mixing bowl set this year, which is kind of nice. My mom kind of gifted me this. She said she really didn't tell me prior to. She always surprises me with these little gadgets, which is really nice of her. She did get me a white mixer, which I thought was really cool because last year we used her red mixer. We also have the containers that we will be setting all the cookies in once they're done. Now these are a little bit deep dished, so I don't know which container I'm going to use, but I did get the red one, and I think I showed you guys this in a previous haul. So I got the one with the red truck and the candy canes, and I also got the one with the Christmas trees. This was all that Dollar Tree had. So if there was a pattern with the gingerbread on it for these types of containers, I did not get the opportunity to find them. They might have been already all picked over, but I like these because they're deep and because they're pretty reliable in terms of, I think, keeping things fresh. And I asked my daughter-in-law last year when I gave them the cookies, you know, if it really kept. The one thing I do like about these containers is they seal pretty tight. And they do keep, you know, your baked goods pretty fresh. So I may use this because we're going to be adding fudge at the end. And, you know, we're just going to make sure and have like a container left for them. So we're kind of making cookies for the day of Christmas Day. And then we're also preparing a container for my daughter and her husband because they don't celebrate Christmas, but they did say that I could, you know, give them some of my baked goods, which is nice of them to let me do that. And then I'm just going to be sending home some cookies with my son and his fiance and everything. And so that's what these deep dishes were for. I saw these first, and then I went to another Dollar Tree where I shared with you guys that I found these gingerbread, these ones anyway. So I have the flatter ones. They're deep, but they're not as deep. So I do have 4 of these. The only disadvantage with this is that I only have 3 lids. I did call Dollar Tree prior to these selling out and asked them to hold a lid, and then I just never got back over there. So unfortunately, the 4th one that I have, I can't use. You know, so we'll just, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, honestly. Maybe Dollar Tree will have a lid randomly, you know, that will fit one of these, but as far as I know, there are no more of these anywhere. And I've been to several Dollar Trees, you know, trying to see what containers were available. So when I went and found these were the only, they had an abundance of them, actually. These ones they did. These were very limited in terms of what patterns were available and stuff like that. And they didn't have a gingerbread patterned one that I could see. So let me know below if you guys did find the scalloped lid ones in a gingerbread pattern, because I couldn't find that. So anyway, we have plenty of containers. You know, we're going to be adding some cookies and fudge and the whole thing. I did go to the grocery store today and grab some last minute things like butter and I think I grabbed some powdered sugar and stuff. And I was looking for, I tried to look in the section where they had parchment paper and stuff. I was looking for like tinted saran wrap so that I could wrap the fudge in like blue or green saran wrap instead of putting it in foil. I mean, I grew up with my mom making fudge and wrapping it in foil, and that's kind of like a traditional thing because my mom made fudge a lot when I was young, but you couldn't see the fudge in the foil is the problem. So I could just wrap them in regular saran wrap, which will be fine as well. So we'll just go along and see what we want to do. You know, and I may just put like several pieces and then kind of maybe put those in maybe a treat bag or something and let them kind of pull from what they want. And that way they can refrigerate, you know, a couple of serving size ones because I have plenty of treat bags. So that's not an issue. So that's everything we're doing today. The type of cookies that we're making, we're going to be repeating last year's regimen. Like I said, I don't know if I mentioned if I was going to repeat the regimen or not, but if I didn't, last year I made fudge. I made marshmallow. It's called Mom's Marshmallow Fudge, I believe. And I will leave that recipe below for you guys if you want. And then I also made peanut butter blossoms. And that is a recipe that I got from another YouTuber last year. The marshmallow fudge recipe that I found, I don't think that was a reference from anyone that I watched on YouTube. But I did get the recipe for the peanut butter blossoms and for the Andes chocolate mint cookies from, I think it was Crystal Tara is who I was watching that was doing those cookies. And what's funny is when you watch YouTube videos, they make it seem so easy, like it just takes 5 minutes. For me, because I don't bake that much, it does like take me forever and I make kind of a mess. So I will be time-lapsing the video for the sake of time as usual, like I did last year, but I will have some close-ups of what I'm doing. I have already preheated my oven to 375. So if you guys can see that, that's kind of what I did. And the reason being is because I think I'm going to make the peanut butter blossoms first. The one additional cookie that I'm making, that's a twist from last year, because last year I made sugar cookies. And since we bought that platter of pre-made sugar cookies, and I'll show you what those look like. So we saw this platter at Target, and they were just kind of, you know, they're shaped like Christmas trees. And they were just pre-made and everything else. So since my son just was like, whoa, those look really good. So I just grabbed these. And like I said, I will make more sugar cookies in the future because the ones I made last year were just kind of funny because they were too puffy. They were too big. They spread out. But either way, these are already pre-made. So I don't need to make sugar cookies this year. So instead, I'm going to make Toll House cookies as well. I'm not going to be making big batches of anything. I'm basically just going to follow a one, like recipe serving or whatever. So it should make, I don't know how many cookies it's actually going to make, but we'll see. So we're going to start with the peanut butter blossoms. Then we'll move on to the chocolate mint. And then we're going to make the Toll House cookies. I do believe all 3 cookies have the oven at the same temperature, if I'm not mistaken. And then the fudge, as the cookies are being done, you know, as they're being baked, we will start the fudge above the stove at the same time. So everything should work out really well. It's kind of late where I am, not only just because of the time that I'm making these, but also, you know, the time that the day it is. But it's 3:20 in the afternoon here, so hopefully I will be done by 5. I'm hoping. So like I said, we will speed up parts of the video for you guys for time's sake. Let me know, what cookies do you make every year for your family? It was funny. I was picking up these last minute items at our local Winco Foods here. And I was talking to this, ER nurse that we were looking at the candy, like the sprinkles and stuff like that. And I was telling her, we were just kind of comparing prices to different brands for this extra frosting. My daughter-in-law, we were talking about, I had started to come up with all these different ideas on what to do when they come over because we're such a small group. And I was like, well, let's have a gingerbread, contest, gingerbread house contest, and we could just team up. And then I also talked about, possibly playing a game. And then we also talked about, there was something else we were talking about, but either way, like I was telling my daughter, that in the boxes, the pre-made boxes, they're not very much candy or anything comes in those. So even the frosting they give you in those pre-made boxes, where you just kind of put it all together, is very limited as far as the frosting that you get. So I was talking to this nurse. We were looking at the frosting, comparing, the brands and the cost. And so I was telling my daughter, that we need some extra candy, like Red Hots and gumdrops or, jelly beans, whatever she wants to grab. So she's supposed to go to the 99-cent store and grab us some excess stuff, because I was like, we won't have very much to work with if we just use what's in the box. So I'm hoping that's going to be super fun for us to do. But I was talking to this lady, next to me, and she was an ER nurse in a local hospital here. And she was saying that they make their cookies on Christmas Day, which is kind of interesting because sometimes when you're hosting and you have all these people over and stuff like that, it's kind of difficult to bake. But she said it's like a traditional thing in their family. But for me, I just learned from last year that I made my cookies too early. And so this time I was like, well, I'm going to wait till the day, just a day or so before Christmas, so that when I give the kids the cookies, they'll have a longer shelf life. And that was the purpose of me waiting so long to make this video. So now I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, we will start out slow and just kind of, get out our ingredients and stuff. And then we will speed up the video a little bit until we get to the point where we're going to be, rolling the cookies onto the cookie sheet and so forth. And then I will kind of chime in when I need to, or slow down the video when I need to. And that's going to be where we are. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're going to be doing quite a lot of recipes. So kick back, get something to drink, and watch this on your downtime. And I hope you guys enjoy my baking for Christmas 2021. But again, let me know in the comments, what do you make every year for your family? Do you guys have a traditional, type of regiment for baking that you do? Are you the baker in the family, or do you go over a family's house and you guys all bake together? I'd really love to know. So now we're going to go ahead and start, and we're going to start with peanut butter blossoms first. So here's what it looks like so far. That's just the regular sugar, the brown sugar, the butter, and the eggs, and the peanut butter. So that is everything that is called for so far. Now we're going to beat it, I believe. So now just starting some dishwater. The batter's done, as you guys can see. And I'm going to go ahead and put some parchment paper now on the cookie sheet. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and start on the fudge, and I'm going to move the camera over the stove while the cookies are baking because I'm out of cookie sheets. So let's go ahead and start that process. Then when the peanut butter cookies are done, we will go ahead and pop the Toll House cookies in there. So we'll just swap out cookie sheets once we dish everything on a plate. Now I am going to go ahead and grab the Hershey's Kisses bags and go ahead and unfoil them so they are ready for me to use on the cookies when they're done. Okay, so here are the bags of Kisses, Hershey's Kisses that I bought from Dollar Tree. These are a very small bag. There are only 7 in each bag, so obviously we're just going to do 14 cookies with the Hershey's Kisses on the top. These are milk chocolate cookies. Last year I did use dark chocolate. So I just prefer dark chocolate. I like it better. Milk chocolate bothers my stomach. That's why I don't use it. But these are not for me. So I just wanted to go ahead and share with you guys that these are the bags of Hershey's Kisses that I got from Dollar Tree this afternoon. So let's go ahead and unfoil these. Okay, I didn't have enough time to turn on the camera to show you guys, but I just wrapped the chocolate kisses and just did this one cookie sheet. So all the rest will be just regular peanut butter cookies because my family just likes peanut butter cookies plain. But because I'm going to get some of these away, I wanted them to look pretty. And I wanted them to be like definitely the way a peanut butter blossom actually looks. So it's just weird when you make peanut butter cookies, in my opinion, it's really hard to tell when they're done. But that's just me. So the recipe called for 10 minutes, but I left them in there for 12 just because they just didn't seem like they were getting done. Maybe I made them a little bit bigger than the recipe called for, but I just, I followed the recipe as close as I could, but as you can see, they're not all the same size. So I just wanted to make sure that they were cooked all the way through. So I hope so. When my family tastes them, I hope that they are actually cooked all the way through. The batter is. So I will take them out and put them on a plate for you guys so you can see what they look like. Okay, so the next recipe I'm going to do is Nestle Toll House cookies. That is a bit of a twist for me this year. I tried to make sugar cookies last year and they were a bomb. But since I bought the pre-made ones, like I mentioned before, I'm going to go ahead and just make Toll House cookies because that's kind of a general cookie that everyone likes. After this, we will make the Andes mint cookies, and then I will also make the fudge in between while the cookies are baking. I won't really come back on camera anymore. I'm going to go ahead and try to get all these knocked out, and I will put any text on the screen that you need to know when it comes to adding any of the ingredients. I'll do an overlay, as if I need to chime in and do any kind of voiceover, I'll do an overlay clip of what I'm showing you. And I'm doing that with my cell phone so that it's a lot easier for me to kind of share with you guys what I'm doing. So, we're going to make these next, and then we have our Andes mint cookies, that will follow next. And then we're going to also make the fudge. The fudge should be pretty easy to show you guys exactly an overlay of what I'm doing in the pot because I can set my mount, where my phone can actually see what we're doing. So that'll be a little bit easier. But for now with the cookies, because they're taking me so long and it's getting later here where I live, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, do both recipes. And then I only have so much room in my oven actually, and so many cookie sheets to work with. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, if I need to come in at any point, do a voiceover while I'm showing you what I'm doing, then I'll do that. But otherwise, I will see you guys when everything is in the oven and we start on the fudge.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you. Well, I'm all for Christmas. It's a magical time full of kisses. Take a walk outside and tickle the snowman's nose. Moving nimbly, did you hear something from the chimney? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Oh, whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas, I only wanna be close to you.
I can feel it in the air. It's getting colder, but yet so warm. Before we know it, it's Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve. This year, I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hope Santa won't forget it, then I won't forgive him, no. Been thinking about you and me. Another kind of chemistry. I got nothing on my Christmas list but you, but you. I love the snow and I love the scarves, the candles lighting the decade malls. But something's missing. I wonder what. This year, I'ma give me something special. It doesn't cost a dime, but it's precious. Hope Santa won't forget it, then I won't forgive him, no. Been thinking about you and me. Another kind of chemistry. I got nothing on my Christmas list but you.
Hey guys, well, I hope that you have enjoyed day 20. This was a blast from the past. This was a Christmas Eve video actually I did in 2021. I've done several different cookie recipes over the years, and I think my favorite are the chocolate mint Andes cookies. I will be baking again this year for 2025, so stay tuned. It will probably be my Christmas Eve video just because actually watching this video back, I think it probably is a better idea that I do my cookies a day before Christmas Day. So I will be making those, but honestly, I will probably make them the day before Christmas Eve because I'm making breakfast for my children on Christmas Eve, and we're having like a brunch, and I think as long as I have the cookies ready, I think that's going to be good. I might make a new recipe later on that day and add a new recipe for the following day, so stay tuned. That will probably be my Christmas Eve video while I'm having breakfast with my kids. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for viewing Vlogmas. I hope I'm having so much fun doing it. Busting my butt, you guys, and I've been working on vlogs all day. So if you guys have been looking forward to that, just stay tuned to the vlog channel. I am catching up. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, mañana. I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday season. We're at the end, y'all. It is such a crunch. I know a lot of us have anxiety, wrapping, shopping, running back to the grocery store. So I hope you guys are as frazzled as I am, and I'll see you tomorrow.